Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the doghouse. If you're new here, my name is Beth, and I raise multi-generation GoldenDoodle puppies. This week, the puppies are 4 weeks old already, and we're gonna show you around their playroom. As you can see some things behind me, we've got some fun learning toys and just agility toys and just toys for them to hang out, play with, and continue their growth. This week, we're also gonna focus on their continued sound stimulation, their continued weaning away from mama with their puppy mush, and also we're gonna be looking at their potty trays and seeing how they're gonna be doing with their potty training already. So come along with me. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you around the room. Okay, here is the puppy room. We have a quiet moment because all the puppies just decided to lay down in their little puppy piles and take a little snooze. So while they're doing that, I'm gonna show you around the room. To start off with, I have their whelping mat on here because my floor is a little bit slippery for them. And so I want them to be able to have some grippy spaces for them to walk around and play. I have an extra towel down on there because I am going to be feeding them their puppy mush in a little bit. These are their potty trays, which I'm going to talk about more in just a bit. And let's see, we're gonna go around. That's all just towels and my coffee and my shoes. We've got some really nice sensory mats. These are all, this literally looks like a children's preschool because most of these things are actually for children. But these are great for little grips for their paws. It helps them get used to different surfaces. And they just look adorable, obviously. But it's great for them to come over. They like to come and play on them, and it's a nice grippy surface that they can play on because, again, this floor is a little slippery. This little toy is great. This is actually a little wobble board. It's all cushioned underneath and on the bottom. And they used it yesterday, and they had a great time. It's wobbly, obviously. It's like a balance board. And they go up and on it and then step off. And that way they can practice uneven surfaces. It's good for them to know that there's gonna be ramps in their life and things that might move under their feet, and it's gonna help them with that. Let's see. This is actually for later on. It's just sitting over here in the corner. This is gonna be for them to practice going up and down steps. This is gonna be great when probably in like a week or two. I'm not sure that they could get up and down all of those steps right now, but they definitely will within another week or two. This is gonna be, they're like more of a half a step, so they're not very tall, and then we will graduate to our actual steps because when people bring their puppies home, a lot of people live in 2-story homes and we want them to be able to go up and down some stairs. So here they all are being very quiet. I will pop on in a little bit when they're playing because it's super cute to see them play. And obviously they're all gonna be clamoring around for that puppy mush in just a little while. This is a playroom. Obviously they're sleeping now, but typically they use this room for playing. I was cleaning in here and while they were playing, and so then they all took a nap and I didn't have the heart to move them. So I'm just gonna hang out in here, do some more cleaning and restocking and let them nap for a little bit. But typically, I just cleaned out some of their pads in here. This is where they sleep, in here, and I put their potty trays actually back in here so that when they sleep, they get up, they potty. So I have them out here as a reminder. I just changed them out, so they're looking very clean, but they do use them. This morning they were super gross, so I spared you that, and I cleaned them all out. So everything's looking clean. They're taking a small snooze. I'm gonna hang out in here. I do not leave them in here unattended. So I do hang out in here with them just because I don't want them getting lost or into things. Everything in here is pretty safe, I would say, but I just want to make sure that they're safe because, they are still so very young. So I'm going to hang out in here with them, and then we're going to have breakfast in a little bit, and I'll pop back on to show you how that's going. Mama just came in to hang out with babies. Hi, sweet pea. Hello. And she is doing a little nursing session. She comes in and nurses them at least 3 or 4 times a day still. So she's weaning. She doesn't do very long nursing sessions. I'm not sure that she's producing enough milk really for all 10 of them. Again, some of them aren't even bothering with it. Some are just taking a few sips and leaving, and some are like just really fighting for it. So I just let her do her thing. She is in here often with them just as a comfort, and also obviously to nurse. Hey little guy, what are you doing? Oh, I see a little teapot. So she does that, and then like I said, I take them out of their pen about 3 times a day, right before breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that way they have a good, probably like an hour-long play session each time. And that way they can play and do some learning, hang out with mama in a nice open space, because it is getting a little crowded in the box for all of them. And then they can have their puppy mush right before they go back in for a nap. So right now they're gonna have a little mama time, and then I'm sure they're all gonna wanna play. Me again, just wanted to pop on real quick because somebody in the comments asked me what potty trays I use, and I wanted to show them to you. I use this brand, it's called Little Wolves, and you can find them on littlewolves.com. They're actually made by another breeder on YouTube, and she had gone through many, many different potty trays and really just wanted to make her own. So I'll just take you through real quick. I think she may have a video on littlewolves.com as well, but it's just this grate that sits right on top of the tray, so it's easy on, easy off, super easy to clean. And this pad fits perfectly inside, and then you just flip it over. It's so easy. The pad doesn't come up through the grate, so they can't tug and pull at it. It works perfectly, it cleans well, it's super sturdy, and I'm really enjoying them. So I have 2 right now. I may get more, but right now 2 is pretty much all I need. These 2 fit perfectly in this box. I'll show it to you later when I put them back in here for their nap. So it takes up half of this box, which is perfect because you really want the puppies to just have enough room to nap. And then when they get up, they go potty, and then they can come out and play. So, shout out to Erin over at Doodles of NC. Thank you for making an awesome product. I've got a new sound today. It's a squeaker. It's a donut squeaker. And since we're all in the playroom here, I'm gonna try it out. Hi. You giving me this? You're laying in my lap. Guys are doing so great with their sounds. We've gone through several layers of crinkles and some soft squeaks like this. This one's a little bit deeper, louder. You can see they're starting to play with each other. They're not fazed by this at all. Nice. Not even interrupting. Completely unfazed, which is great. That's what we want. That's the goal. Hi. Hello. That's my napkin to pick up any peepees. Hi. Hi, Mama. You want this, I know. Can you sit down? Can you sit down? We're doing our sound exercises here. They're mouthing each other. It's so cute. I've got the camera situated a bit away, so I'm not getting good close-ups, but I'm hoping you can see all the fun activity happening down here. Hi. Oops. Hello. Hello. They're so playful. She's chewing on my hand. Hi. Hello. Do you have to go to the potty tray? Come on. So when we're out playing, I put the potty trays out as well as a reminder. Do I get accidents all over the floor? Absolutely. But at least if I see them going to squat, I can try to redirect them over to the potty trays just to continue that, I thought I had to pee. Just to continue the training for potties, for the potty trays. Just to show them that there is a place for pottying and it's not just wherever they want. Good job, guys. These guys just fell asleep to it. Alrighty, that's their sound for today. We're just gonna let them play and run around and explore. Okay, I've got my blender out. That means we're making puppy mush again. So, last time I made this was several days ago. We are now up to 2 cups of puppy food in the blender. And then I've been using this as a milky sort of supplement to give them extra nutrition, help wean them away from mama. We are literally at the end of the can. So I'm just gonna use the rest of this in here now. Really is not a lot. After that, I'm going to switch over to goat's milk. Goat's milk is very easy to digest. It's a little bit easier on their stomachs than just regular dairy milk. You can also just use water with the puppy food. You don't have to use this. I just feel like in these early days, I want to use a little bit more of a milky substance, get them some good nutrition, and it's just a nice way to sort of wean them from mama's milk to what will become just regular dry kibble by the time they're 8 weeks old, of course. So at 4 weeks, we're definitely doing puppy mush. Their teeth are starting to come in, but they're not there yet. So I'm gonna put some hot water in here. Again, I wanna break up those fat molecules that's in that powder, and we're gonna mix it all up, and I'll do that off camera because it's so loud, and I'm gonna pour it and divide it into these 2 bowls because the puppies are getting bigger, they need more food, and I want them to be able to spread out more. So I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, here it is. I still have a little bit left in the blender. I used the rest of the Espalac. I also added some goat's milk because I wanted it a little bit more milky, and lots of warm water. So it is this bit of like a slurry here. It's very watery. It does have some good like oatmeal consistency down here at the bottom. I may add a little bit more water to it just to keep it nice and thin. I want them to be able to lap this up, but this heavier stuff at the bottom, that's what's gonna fill their tummies and prep them for a nice little nappy poo. Alrighty, I'm gonna go bring this in and I'll show you how they do with it. Okay, so you can see they're lapping it up. They're having a nice good breakfast or lunch, whatever time of day we're at here. And they're gonna eat on this, and then they're gonna get nice and tired and ready for their naps. While they're eating, I'm gonna scoot those trays back into their box over here, stick them over on that end, and then I'm gonna put them in here on the towels there for their little nap. But they're so cute. You can hear their little sounds. Their teeth are starting to come in. I check on them every day, and I can feel them in the back starting to poke through. So this week we'll still be doing pretty mushy stuff, but we will eventually wean them to kibble before they go home at 8 weeks old, to their new homes, I should say. But this is what we start off with, some nice mushy food, and then we'll gradually reduce the liquid and make it chunkier and chunkier until they're just on the dry kibble. So cute. Hey little guy, you wanna come over? You're missing out. Are you hungry? There you go. Alrighty. And that's their puppy mush. Check back with you in a bit. Okay, there's the aftermath. It's actually not too bad. They're getting neater and neater. Only 1 or 2 stepped in it, which is great. You can see there's still a little bit left at the bottom. Sorry, they're kind of gross. But we did get to the bottom of the dish there, so they are eating more and more every day. I just popped them all back in here. And I know it looks crowded in there, but that is on purpose. Remember, we are potty training, and you want just enough room for them to cuddle. They love to cuddle with each other and take their naps, and then they can get up and use those potty trays. And then as they get a little bit bigger, we'll be opening this up for more room and we'll add this. I'm gonna put those, we don't use this box anymore. I'm gonna put those pig rails away for the next litter, whenever that is, and then we'll just combine these two boxes. We can connect them and give them more room as they get bigger. But for now, we just want them cozy on one side with the trays on the other. And then, so they're all gonna settle in. They're all licking the food off of each other. And then they're gonna take a little nap, I think so. All right, I'm gonna leave them to it.
I want to thank you all so much for joining us today. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that way we could spend some more time together. If you happen to like this video, you might want to check out one of these. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and see you all in the next one.